Thursdays this past week and had a very hopeful Saturday as we get things going today. My name is Preston McElhaney. Alongside me is my color analyst, Travis Creasy. Now, Travis, we've seen an exciting week of football here in the Emerald Coast. Southampton played a great game against Bensford Christian on Thursday to lay down a chance to play for a championship. Ethan Webb showed that while he could sling it out deep, his educated feet on the ground were really what led to that big win over the Eagles. East Central also had an impressive showing. A close game against Acadiana that went down to the final minutes of the fourth quarter. Fortunately for the Patriots, they were able to play clock ball at the end and get into victory formation. How does an offensively powerful team like East Central match up against a team like Southampton?
Well, one thing about it, both those teams, everything I've seen so far this weekend is neither team has had any quit, so that's a great place to start. You can see where the coaches have put a culture of winning and giving everything you've got till the last final second on the clock, and that's a good place to start. But you got to shorten the game is what it looks like to me, is once again it looks like the Patriots have a roster a little deeper than the Raiders today.
And with that, we're just about set to start the 2025 NHFA Division II National Championship, and we're going to start with this kickoff. It's picked up on the left side of the field. He's going to try and run it up the middle for a solid little return that gets him to about the 50-yard line, and this is going to be East Central ball to start things off.
Nelson with the return.
We saw a lot of explosiveness on Thursday night's late game in the special teams to the point that both teams started onside kicking. We see a little more of that again today.
And that was Nick Nelson with the return there as we start right at about the 50. So 1st and 10 here for East Central. Big game for them on this beautiful day. The ball snapped. They try to run up the middle, get a short gain on the play, making positive yardage early in this one.
Yeah, we had quite a few quarterback keepers the other night as well. Maybe a little more from the other team, but the Patriots start off here getting a good positive gain up the middle. Try to establish that middle run game to open up the outside.
One of the big key players for this team is number 3, the running back Judah Bush. We've been talking about him all week, and he's looking to have a big explosive game against a team like this that plays so strong on the ground. We're going to see how they go here on this 2nd down attempt.
Definitely an emotional leader for this team. Showed out, ran hard, had some big plays Thursday night.
Here we go. They got one man in the back. They're sending someone in motion. The ball snapped, and that one goes backwards and doesn't go anywhere to make it 3rd down.
Oh, lucky to hold on to the ball there. Of course, championship nerves just a little bit maybe showing up, trying to get something easy going. Probably another reason why they're trying to get up the middle there.
3rd down and 8.
Andrew McGowan getting into the mix there a little bit. We're going to see what he can do in this game. 3rd down for East Central. They're making some decisions. In the huddle, let's talk about this East Central defense. They can play some good football, or this Southampton defense play some good football. We're looking to see how they defend here on 3rd down, a crucial situation for them. Given the position on the field, the ball is snapped. He's going to chuck it downfield to his right in double coverage. That pass is complete, and a huge 1st down that puts him at the 20.
Yeah, that one just kind of fell out of the sky. You don't know how the sun may be affecting them today. It almost looked like, hey, look, surprise, I caught it. Just past the defense, the 2 guys in coverage.
It is a completion.
And Titus Wallach with the huge reception on the play to get the conversion, moving the chains way down the field, and we're going to get another set of downs for East Central.
We saw a little bit of that from the Patriots early in the game the other night, and then they went to it in the 2nd half big time, leaning on 8, making those big catches for them to pull out the victory. May see a little more of that tonight.
Here we go. They definitely got the momentum going their way on offense to start things off here.
Wait a minute. I didn't realize there was a turnover there.
It appears that a lot of people didn't realize that.
We're over here
judging
talking about
by
offense.
the noise on the headset here. So, yes, this is actually Southampton football. I realized I saw the defensive formation. I was like, wait a minute now.
All right, so big turnover there to start the game. Big stop for the Raiders.
Ball must have come back on the ground. Currently working on getting the replay stuff up. So here we go. They tried to do a little bit of a pitch play there. Didn't go down too well. We want to talk about this Southampton offense here for a little bit. Hunter Bell, one of the big defensive backs on this team, absolutely great player. Jackson Harrell, man, or Harrell, what a great player there. He's had some amazing plays thus far this week. And, of course, the big man everyone wants to talk about, Ethan Webb. He was featured on Extreme Talk yesterday. Such a phenomenal player when he keeps his feet on the ground. He is a nice dual-threat quarterback. He can prove that he can chuck it deep. He can keep things on the ground, but that ground stuff is where he gets a lot of defenses mixed up, and Webb has proved that he is the man of this team.
Just like any style of football, an athletic quarterback who can throw is very dangerous, and especially an 8-man. You love to have those on your team.
Here he goes. It's going to be Webb who pitches it and is going to go to his right. This is number 11 who gets pushed out of bounds. That is Lorenzo Arce, another big-time player for this team. Arce had a lot of big turnovers and big receptions on Thursday that contributed to their win to give them this championship bid, and he makes a good play there as they move the chains. It's first down for Southampton.
His initial approach, trying to get out on the edge. They have some success there right out the gate. Hopefully, if you're the Raiders, that's going to open up the inside run game too.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Raiders. The ball snap, they're just going to do a draw play. He runs up the middle, doesn't go too far, but it is a short gain to make it 2nd down.
Yeah, that's where that outside run game gets you a little more room to work with in the middle. QB keeper there, big fella, hard to bring down.
We saw some good effort from that East Central offense on the previous drive. Unfortunately, the turnover cost them there at the end. We're starting to see a little bit of that momentum start to go Southampton's way now since the turnover. Offense trying to make some positive yardage here on the field. Second down now from the 40-yard line. They're going to snap it back. He's going to run to his left, gets tackled just a little beyond the 40. And that'll be 3rd down for the Raiders. That was Hunter Bell that time on the carry.
That was Bell with the keeper off the left side.
Yeah, I think similar to Thursday night, you've got the Patriots who aren't the biggest guys in the world. They make up with it for speed, facing a team that's got pretty good size, and so played out for them pretty well Thursday night. But you want to kind of lean on that. A little smaller lineman, kind of get upfield and lean on them.
Southampton trying to be the first to put points on the board. They've worked with small ball. That was one of the stories we saw on Thursday. Lots of small ball, just getting those short yardage situations when they can to try and push the ball down the field. Definitely what they're trying to do here. 3rd down, got a man in motion. The ball is snapped. He pitches it up to his left. This is Bell again, who gets stuffed back behind the 40 to make it 4th down for the Raiders.
Yeah, that's where that smaller D-line but speedy works for you. A lot of times it's best to run right at speed. You give them a little bit of time to catch up, and they make the tackle. Big stop there. Patriots playing tough.
And they do a lot of these short yard situations, but one thing that this offense loves to do is pitch the ball. They love the jet sweeps, and when they can get those cuts near the sideline, that's when they're the most dangerous. This East Central defense, of course, knowing that and playing a good job spreading them out and keeping them from getting positive yards. Here we go, ball snapped, and that punt's going to go down the field. Nobody back to return it. It's going to bounce past the 20-yard line, and it'll be spotted at about the 28.
Touchdown at the 18-yard line.
What a great start to the game we have here. There's more football to come. Stay tuned right here on 8-Man Extreme. Welcome back here to Panama City Beach, right where we left off. It's 1st down here for East Central. We're going to see what they can do. They turned the ball over on their first drive. Going to try and avoid to make a mistake. That costly again gets an explosive run on the play there and moves the chains for the 1st down. Judah Bush, the man we talked about earlier, the most explosive player on this team.
A 9-yard gain.
It's a 9-yard gain, so it'll be 2nd down.
Check that. 10-yard gain.
Nope, they're saying 10 yards, so that will be a 1st down for the Patriots.
Yeah, it was a great run there. Won't be the last from him today. runs with a great passion and behind his pads.
He's a great runner. He's a great blocker. He's one of the most valuable players on this team. We thought he might have got hurt a couple days ago, but he was able to walk it off just fine, playing strong in this game so far. They're going to see what they do here. They pitch it to the left. This is Bush again. Bush with some solid gains, gets the first down and more. Got a man to beat, and he gets tackled beyond the 30. What a play from Judah Bush, and they're going to move the chains to opposing territory.
By Arce.
Yeah, you're going to have to get there. More than one guy's got to get there on that. Just gave up the edge, gets out there on your DB, who you don't want trying to make that tackle on his own. But they do get him on the ground, make him play another play.
Explosive plays have been the theme here for East Central early in this one. About in the same area they were last time when they turned the ball over. Let's see what they can do to avoid that this time.
Talked about him being a spirited runner. You give him a couple of those, and it's going to be a long afternoon for you.
Nick Nelson in the backfield. We're going to see what happens here. First down for the Patriots. Got a man in motion. He's going to hand the ball off. Gets a short gain to about the 25.
Yeah, you got great penetration from the defense there. Makes him stop and have to reevaluate the front and how he's going to try to manage that.
That stop was made by number 50 on Southampton. Or 58, that would have been Ashton Whitehead. Second down now for the Patriots. Nick Nelson still in the back. Going to alternate between runners here. Let's see what they do. They're going to hand it off. He gets about in the same spot before he's tackled back down again. It'll be third down for East Central.
A few more yards on the game.
Better up the middle there.
Third down.
And it appears we have an injury on the field, so with that, we're going to send it to break. We'll be right back here on 8-Man Extreme. Welcome you back to Panama City Beach for this big national championship game. As you saw before the break, that was Joe Nelson who appeared to kind of hurt his arm there. He went back to the sideline, visibly frustrated. So here we go on this big third down play, and he's going to get sacked on the play for a huge loss.
Dropped in the backfield by number 21, Webb.
That was Ethan Webb, the big dual threat player who comes in for a massive sack on the play.
Yeah, anytime the Patriots get in trouble, they're gonna get it in 8's hands, 3's hands. That time it was a distance they wanted to throw it to him. Good pressure immediately up the middle to make him have to pull that ball down, and that normally ends in a sack, just like you saw there.
That's gonna push them way back. Looks like they might punt it away here. Nope, they're gonna go for it. He's gonna pass this one deep. He's got a man to beat, and that ball is picked off.
Intercepted by Webb.
Lorenzo Arce with the big interception.
The Raiders take over first.
Yeah, so he dropped back a little better coverage this time, throwing it up just as he did the other night. Better coverage here from 11, a little more height on him than the guy that was covering the other night, even though he did a pretty good job. But 8 can make the play there. Huge turnover once again, giving it back to the Raiders.
So that's now back-to-back turnovers for East Central on that side of the field. Not the way they wanted to start in this one. It's probably going to cost them later down the line. That's not where you want to be as an offense. Sure, that's frustrating. Here we go. It's first down now for Southampton. Ball snap. They fake the jet sweep. He's going to run to his right, and he goes down. That's number 21, Ethan Webb again.
Good eye discipline there from the defense. You're trying to get them to kind of just take a false step, at least get their eyes going another direction, but those speedy linebackers stay at home, looking for the reverse counter cutback, able to make the tackle there on the QB.
And Webb just playing good football today. We saw he had some solid runs earlier, and he had a big defensive play just a moment ago with the sack. He's good at not getting gassed early in these type of games. He's good at keeping the momentum up on both sides of the field. We're going to see what he does here as he's in the back. Sends a man in motion. That's Arce again. He runs to his right, pitches the ball to Arce, and it's dropped on the ground. He picks it up, and he's back for a loss of yards.
Yeah, the last couple times we've seen the option, they force the pitch early. I don't know if he flashes here or not to force it early, or he just pitches it.
Make that the 5-yard line.
Pitches it out there. He's not in pitch phase. Not a great pitch out in front of him. Lucky to recover that one.
Almost a disastrous play there deep in the red zone. Could have turned the ball over. Luckily for him, he was able to pick it up. That was Arce who got it, and he dropped back to make it third down.
Yeah, usually you want to attack the line of scrimmage a little harder than that. Draw him up. Made it a little easy for him.
So here we go. Webb now. He's sending Arce in motion again. Fakes the pitch. He's going to throw this one deep. It's a one-on-one. Pass was almost caught, and there's going to be a flag on the play for pass interference.
Intended for Bowers. Flag on the play.
I believe that was Payson Williams that got called on the PI there for East Central.
Well, how we're set up, you can't see that back hand on the coverage. May have had a hold there from where I'm looking. It looked like pretty good coverage, but I'm always going to side with the defensive back anyway, so I'm just telling you my bias there.
Interference on the defense.
And it is pass interference on the defense. So it'll be third down still.
With 1 yard to go.
3rd and 1 now for Southampton.
Had plenty of time to throw that one. You put that one in your back pocket, come back to it again later.
Here we go. It's Webb now who's going to run. He gets tackled, very short gain. But did he get it? I believe he did.
Webb with the keeper.
They're going to mark him short.
Up by about 3 of the Patriots.
They're marking him short. It's going to be 4th and inches now for Southampton, unable to convert on that crucial third down play.
No gain on the play. 4th down.
Been very impressed with the defensive effort by both these teams. Really kind of sealing it up there. Had a little luck on the edge. Trying to get there a little bit off tackle, off guard there. Good job on the defense.
Going to come out of the huddle. Let's see what they do here. 4th down now for Southampton. They punted it last time. Wouldn't be surprised if they did again. And no, they're going to run a fake to try and get the first down. Did they get it?
With the keeper.
Yes, they did. They moved the chains. That's a first down for Southampton.
You got to be pretty confident you can pick this up to go for it where they went for it. And just showing a ton of confidence in his offensive line to just move those guys out of there. And once again, that's a benefit of having a little bit bigger linemen. You can lean on them in that situation.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Great football so far in the Sunshine State. Stay tuned for after the break. You're watching this game on 8-Man Extreme. Welcome back to this big Division II championship game. Southampton, you just saw they got the first down before the break. And to start the second quarter, they're going to make things move. It's Arce again who gets the ball off the jet sweep. He gets a big gain on that one. Does he move the chains? I believe he does. First down for Southampton.
Yeah, I was wondering if we were going to get back out on the edge there. They do it here, bring that guy in motion, give it to him, and a successful play. Good kick-out block there on the DB.
That was one of the big stories we were talking about earlier. They love the jet sweep. They love to find those edges. And like I said earlier, when they get the cut and they're off to the races, they're an unstoppable team. It's going to be up to this East Central defense to stay spread out and try and stop them.
32-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, he didn't get nearly as much as it looked like. Must be my angle up here.
Well, he got 10 yards on the play with the first down, so let's see what they do with it. Empty set now. It's going to be Webb who fakes it. He runs up the middle. He's on the quarterback scramble, gets about halfway between the chain markers, and he'll be down for second.
I was always a big fan of the empty set. Get those linebackers out of there, make the read a lot easier. It's also easier to get it on the edge and kind of do a lot of things out of that, especially if you got a quarterback who can carry the ball.
Ethan Webb is so dangerous when he runs up the middle. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Diego Pavia, how he's able to just maneuver around on the ground. But even when he's in those rough passing situations, he can get the ball off. We saw a great rush play there from Webb. Here we go, about 5 yards to gain. Here we go, it's second down. This is going to be number 1 running with the ball now. This is Hunter Bell who gets stuffed back a little bit.
No place to go.
Yes, I've been very impressed with the Patriots' ability to stay home. They don't get out of phase. They stay in their lanes, and that cutback lane is not there for him. So good job for them staying home.
Bell's been noticeably struggling on the run in this game so far. Still at a 0-0 score. Neither team able to get it into the end zone. We've seen a couple of turnovers by this point.
5 yards to go.
Yeah, that's one of the characteristics, I think, in 8-man that you see a little more often. You got a little smaller D-line. And as I said the other night, it's a lot easier to deal, for me, with bigger defensive linemen than those quick ones who can get after you and change direction quickly.
Here we go, third down for the Raiders. Going to try and convert on a big one here. There's a flag on the play.
Down. That's a delay of game.
It's going to be a delay of game penalty on Southampton.
Remains third down.
So that's going to back them up by about 5 yards, and now they've dug an even deeper hole for themselves.
Well, when you're running the ball as much as these guys are, that delay of game, that's just going to add to your problems. You're not going to enjoy that, and it changes really how you have to call the game, because now you add a little more distance. Got to figure out, try to get on the edge a little more than up the middle.
They've had some explosive plays so far on the ground. We're going to see if they can try that again, but they're going to fake it, go to the air instead. That pass is caught by Toller Bowers for the first down, and he gets to about the 35.
Great use of play action here.
Down on the 37-yard line.
Bring that guy. He does exactly what you want. Slows those guys up. You just keep hitting the run play, and then those DBs start looking in the backfield, especially when you got a guy who's a good-sized quarterback, good-sized guy that you're pitching to. They're thinking, hey, I got to hit this guy in the ankles, make a good tackle, and that guy slips out.
Sends the tight end up the center. He was wide open, and he got it there. First down now for the Raiders.
Empty set again. They give it to him this time. Up the middle.
Webb with the handoff to Arce.
Those edge defenders, man, they are so important in football right there. Turning back inside, that's where all your help is. And that's what you want those edge guys to do, your DBs, your corners out there. Set that edge hard, force him back inside where your help is.
Here we go, second down now for the Raiders. Off the short gain on that play. Made some great plays down the field thus far on this drive. It looks like a timeout is called there.
Timeout called by the Raiders.
That timeout's called by the Raiders. That'll be the first of the half that they use. And with that, we're going to come back in just a second with more football. Stay tuned. You're watching this on 8-Man Extreme. We welcome you back here to this big game. Second down now for the Southampton Raiders. That was a officials timeout that sent us to the break. So they're going to go with the empty set again. They got their receivers lined up, probably going to chuck it to the end zone. We're going to see what they try here. They sent Arce in motion. Instead, he runs up the middle. This is going to be Webb now. Ethan Webb gets past the 35 and is pushed out of bounds, and he'll get the first down for Southampton.
Down the right side, finally chased out of bounds.
Yeah, I love that play. You bring that guy in motion, he ends up beating your lead back. It draws those guys in, makes it easier for him to bounce it to the outside there. Not sure that's the play that was called, but that's what results when you bring that guy. It's got to bring the eyeballs. Those linebackers have got to step up, opens up the edge.
That's one of the key plays from this offense here. You can see he kind of sends the receivers out to chase the DBs back, and he gets an open run for 10. Great play there by the offense. It's first down now for Southampton. Raiders got Webb, who pitches it over to Arce, who goes nowhere. Excuse me, that was Bell. No, that was Arce on the handoff, who goes nowhere.
Pitch to Arce back into the middle. Stopped for a 1-yard loss by Basher.
So you have immediate pressure there up the middle that blows that play up. I mean, that's where the ball's going. You got to get that guy blocked. But yeah, they go empty set. It's going to clear out that backfield, going to make the read a little easier for the running back or the quarterback. Actually, you actually can call that formation, get up there, and then he can decide based on how the linebackers align what the play's going to be. And so you give him a lot of options there. Then you go that I formation, you bring it all in the phone booth and try to break it outside.
Here we go, Webb in the backfield now. He's going to send Bell in motion. He runs to his left, uses Bell as a block, cuts up the middle, and gets a solid gain there for the Raiders. He's a little bit short. They're going to say second down.
Jet.
Yeah, I like getting the bodies out in front, bringing that motion. They're using that guy as the blocker.
Brings up a third down and 3 yards to go.
Excuse me, that's third down for the Raiders.
If you can make the defense use what the defense wants to do against them, you got them in a good spot there.
Here we go, a crucial third down. They've had a couple of opportunities like this earlier in the game. Neither team yet to score with 5:42 till the half. It's going to be Webb now. He's going to send Arce in motion again, and he gives him the ball. It's Lorenzo Arce who makes a man miss, tries to get over the cover, and he does. First down for Southampton.
Yeah, a couple of good moves there. The defense was right. But, man, you got a good athlete out there. He can make the defense wrong even when they're where they want to be.
Gain and a new first down. Ball's placed at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, you're trying to get in the end zone here, but you're looking at the clock going, hey, this, if we're going to slow plod all the way down the field, you're thinking, maybe if we can take that time off the clock, it leaves less time for the opposing team to get in the end zone. It's interesting to see the four-man front defense when they come out in that versus I think they even had 2 down linemen a while ago in defense.
Here comes Webb. He runs to his right after sending Arce left. He gets a couple of yards and falls down. It's another gain for Southampton. Second down.
Yeah, those guys are getting 8 guys to the football. You like to see that on defense. It wasn't quite that way to start the game, but you're starting to see people kind of settle in, especially defensively. This is where the Patriots really stood up the other night a couple of times in the second half to win that game.
And the blocking has been great so far by Southampton on this drive, definitely contributing to a lot of the big yards from these running players. We're going to see if they can do that again on second down.
One of the things you kind of a coaching football thing, you want to run at speed, and the Patriots certainly have that. It's been a little difficult to get to the edge. You got to make some moves, which they have.
Here we go. It's Arce who gets the ball again on the pitch. Not going anywhere that time as he gets pushed back.
Yeah, spreading that play out, make him go to the edge. The out of bounds is your friend.
Stopped for a loss of a yard.
This is a big third down for Southampton. 3 minutes, 43 seconds till halftime in the red zone. Can they move the chains?
Yeah, this is where championships are won. You get down here in the red zone, you're a running football team, you're a passing football team. It really doesn't matter. Everything kind of shrinks down. The defense has a little less to defend.
And here we go. The first down marker is at the 2-yard line. Can they at least get there? He's going to send Arce in motion again. He throws it to his right, and that pass goes out of bounds. It looked like he caught it there for a second. They're calling it incomplete. That was Toller Bowers again, who was the intended receiver. So that'll be 4th down now for the Raiders.
I liked that formation. I don't think they've used that very much on offense. It was a little unbalanced. Had a little wing back to the right. He kind of slips out. May have actually been a one-route play. Looking left, goes back right with the ball, hoping to trick him just a little bit. A little eye candy there.
And here we go, a big 4th down situation for Ethan Webb. He's got men on his left and right. Looking to pass the ball this time. It's to his left, wide open man to the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for Southampton. Number 58, Ashton Whitehead on the reception.
Just a great play set up there. Everything's been going play side, play side, play side. Looks back to the right, slips that guy out for a great touchdown catch there, and then the big guy's got to catch it, right? But, hey, I'm not dropping my opportunity there. 58 with nice hands, nice throw, little touch. It was wide open. Sometimes you worry about, hey, he's too wide open. Not in that case, and great play call.
And Whitehead doing an amazing job getting past the secondary on that one, wide open to the end zone, and that'll put 6 on the board for the Raiders. 2-point conversion attempt now. It's Webb. He's going to send Arce in motion again. Fakes the pitch. Webb charges up the middle. And they're saying he got it. The 2-point conversion is good. Ethan Webb on the carry.
Great setup, great blocking up front. A little fake pitch, gets in there. Nice lane set up there for that 2-point conversion. And as we know, those 2 points are a big deal. That was really the difference on Thursday night.
Raiders
8-0 start to this ball game. Electrifying stuff so far, and we'll have more when we come back from the break. Stay tuned.
Kickoff for the Raiders.
We welcome you back here to this big Division II National Championship game here in Panama City Beach. Great offensive drive from Southampton before the break, and they're going to kick it off now. It's going to go to the back. This one is picked up by East Central. They're going to attempt to make a good return here. Makes a man miss. Micah Smith, the big player for the team we all know and love, and he gets past the entire special teams, and he's to the end zone. Touchdown, Micah Smith.
Yeah, that's a guy that you got to be careful of and be aware of on both sides of the ball. Where's that guy at? Defense, you want to stay away from him. Special teams, you want to stay away from him, but he just somehow is always around the football.
They couldn't get anything done on offense, so they said, hey, let's get it done on special teams, and they put up 6. Southampton struggled with that whole offensive drive, eventually scoring, but now East Central makes a statement and answers.
Yeah, that's not the first time we've seen him house one this week. Big catches, big runs, great defensive plays. And he gets his team on the board. Just like we were talking earlier, you know, you kind of want to score. You got a team that's kind of trying to run the ball. You think if you get in the end zone, but you can't have a letdown on special teams.
That's exactly the type of play East Central needed here. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. And they're just going to run the ball, see what they can do. He's got blockers, gets to the end zone, and that is good. We got a tie ball game before halftime.
For the 2-point conversion. So just like that, with 2:44 left in the half, the Patriots strike back.
Got the two guys that are in trouble with this Patriots team both get a touch there, and the result is similar to usual, points on the board.
And that big kick return from Micah Smith giving the momentum back to East Central. What a start to this, or what an end to this half. We're going to go to break, and we'll be back in a second. Welcome back to the game. We've had quite the winding down of the second quarter. In the last 2 minutes, we've seen 2 scores. It's been very fast-paced in terms of recent time. We're going to see Southampton, or East Central, kick this ball off back to Southampton now. They got a returner in the back. And this is going to bounce in the hands of Ethan Webb, the big quarterback for the team. Webb's on the right sideline. He's got men to beat, gets a solid gain, and goes out at about the 46.
Knocked out of bounds by number 15.
Yeah, you're seeing why special teams kept me up at night when I was coaching. You know, that can change a game, and it certainly has here right before half.
Andrew McGowan's had a few good tackles so far, and he was the one that was able to push Webb out of bounds. Great defensive play there. It's been a defensive struggle all game, but one thing we're noticing is it's been very high octane, lots of yardage to be gained in this game. We're going to see if that continues in the last 2 minutes and 37 seconds. 8-8, we got a tie ball game, and Southampton now coming up for a first down.
Yeah, there's a little mental aspect there when you drive it all the way down the field, score a touchdown, and then give up the tie on the very next special teams play.
1st and 10 here for Southampton. They're going to send Webb in motion this time, and it's going to be
They've got the edge.
Bell that's got the ball. Bell tries to find the corner, almost makes the cut. He gets to about the 45 again and is brought down.
Dropped after a 3-yard gain.
Man, they had a great block on the edge. Looked like he had it. Once again, those quick linemen get down the line. Linebackers flowing good. Keep it to a minimal gain back in that 3-man front.
2nd down now for the Raiders. They've had a good offensive showing in this game so far. Are able to get solid yards on the ground.
Really can't let anything get behind you. A couple of those, that throw that they scored on earlier, you can't have that happen here under 2 minutes.
Here we go. It's Ethan Webb in the back. He's got 2 receivers to his right lined up. He's going to send one in motion, fakes the pitch, chucks it to Lorenzo Arce, and that pass is incomplete.
Pass intended for Arce, incomplete.
That's one of those throws that a lot of people think, oh, everybody can make that throw, but it's actually those short ones, those breaking ones inside. They're difficult. There's a lot of people in there to avoid, so you got to have guts to throw that one. A little easier sometimes to hit the deep ball, especially in 8-man with those DBs out on an island.
Webb put a lot of mustard behind that pass. You could see Arce kind of cuts back and slips on the grass when he tries to catch it there. It'll be 3rd down now for the Raiders. We got Webb in the back standing behind the 40. We're going to see what he can do on this play. He's been known to make some magic happen. He's going to send a man in motion. He drops back, throws this one deep, and he beats the corner but cannot catch the ball, and that'll make it 4th down.
Pass long, intended for Holland.
Good football, especially with somebody kind of in his face. He really couldn't step into it. That's what you call affecting the QB. You may not make the sack, but if you can take him just a little bit off of where he wants to be, it results in an incompletion. It's going to be hard to kind of run the ball. You almost want to invite them to run it in the middle with the clock getting close to the end of the half. got to protect those edges.
And a great attempt there. We've seen the running game's been better than their passing game thus far, but far from a bad attempt there from Webb. It's 4th down now.
See, there are no linebackers in there. You get past the line of scrimmage, the safety he's there. And there you have it, QB run up the middle.
And Webb cuts up the middle, has space. There's a flag on the play as he gets pushed out of bounds.
35-yard line, the flag's down on the play.
You know, that QB keep, it cuts down on some of the negative chances there. And you don't want to give them the ball back with this much time left in your own position.
And they're going to call that holding on Southampton, so they're going to be backed up big time on this 4th down.
Huge penalty, just detrimental to your just trying to get to the half, if nothing else here.
Ball's placed on the 45.
That's the last thing an offensive coordinator likes to see. You get a big play called back for holding. The offensive line going to be getting an earful about that one when we get to halftime.
And the location of the flag, it was probably a downfield hold too, so it might have even been passed unnecessary, you know.
I believe you're right on that one as we hear 4th down now. Ethan Webb again, he's going to throw it. He's got 2 receivers. Big 4th down play here. Sails over the head of Arce, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
So the Patriots will take over.
So East Central now with great field position with 1 minute and 27 seconds left of the half.
Yeah, had him open, had a man, had several steps, just unable to connect there. And here we go. If you're the Patriots giving up that 8 points earlier, you love the spot you're in right now.
It's going to be East Central that gets an opportunity to take a lead here. They're at the 45-yard line in opposing territory. Let's see if they can make some magic happen. 1st down. That ball snapped to the back. He runs left. It's Judah Bush who gets to about the 36 and goes down.
Brought down by Bell.
You just love the fact he gets north and south. As soon as he's got a crease, he's putting his foot in the ground, getting north. He's not waiting. He wants the big play, but he's going to make a play either way, whether the outside's there or not. Good pickup.
Judah Bush is such a gutsy player. We've seen that he can put this whole team on his back in crucial moments, and he's trying to do it right here as the clock's dwindling down. It's 2nd down now for East Central. They're going to give it to Bush again, who cuts up the middle. He gets the 1st down that time, and East Central moves the chains.
Whitehead.
Hey, if you need a big pickup, 3's a great option.
And a timeout called here.
Timeout on the field called.
And we'll be back in just a second. Stay tuned to this one. You're watching it on 8-Man Extreme on YouTube.
Yeah, you keep trying to set the edge here for on the defense. You don't want to let him get out of bounds. You don't want to let him score because the timeouts are dwindling. You got 2 for the Patriots.
And here we go now, this big 1st down. They get it down the field, move the chains again.
Inside handoff.
It'll be a 1st down for East Central.
Number 2, Nelson.
Yeah, you're giving too much. You're giving up too much, but that clock is
Down
running.
21-yard line.
The clock is your
1st
enemy
down.
at this point, both sides.
Timeout on
Trying
the
to get that
field
thing ran
with
out if you're the
41.7
Raiders.
seconds.
It was the Patriots with the timeout that time. What a situation we have here, Coach. What can you say about the situation that this offense is in right now?
Well, the offense, you know, you'd love to get to the edge. That way, if you score or you go out of bounds. But the Raiders are doing a good job. Even though they're giving up some big plays, big yardage gains, they're getting him on the ground, making him use those timeouts. And so it is definitely one of those deals where the clock is the issue for both teams. So you're talking in there, score if you can, get out of bounds if you can.
Here we go. They come back on the field. Big 1st and 10 opportunity for East Central. 41 seconds left of the half. They got Bush in the back. And a huge play coming up here, 1st and 10. They're going to flip this one over to the right. It's going to be Micah Smith trying to get the first down, but he gets pushed out of bounds.
Inside handoff to Smith.
Yeah, they've been setting that up the entire drive. Give. And then they're going to sneak 8 in there, although I don't know how you sneak 8 because you got to know where he's at all times. A big play, part of that was getting out of bounds, stopping that clock.
And you said it, with 34 seconds to go, they stop the clock. It's 2nd and a couple here as they try to march their way towards the goal line. And here we go. They're going to pitch it to the left. He's going to go. It's Judah Bush who goes down.
Brought down by Bell.
Big tackle there. Huge with the clock. They're going to burn that last timeout
by the Patriots.
For the Patriots.
Third of the half.
That was
Great
Hunter
job
Bell that
here.
made the tackle.
You know where it's going. Good flow by 21 there. Way to string it out to the edge. Let him come downhill and make that tackle. Good job. Huge play with the clock dwindling. Make them use that last time out.
Now we're in a 3rd and short situation. 28 seconds to go.
It's a tough decision here where you got to figure out, hey, can we throw the ball? You got 8. We know he can catch. He can make big plays. He's clutch. He's not as scared of the big moment. Neither is 3. Can you run a little play action here? Kind of like almost what the Raiders did, and slip a guy out into the edge. You know, maybe a little play action to 3. They got to respect that. If you got anybody else that can catch the ball, maybe sling it their way.
Ball spotted on the 13-yard line. We're going to see what the Patriots do on this drive. 3rd down. Judah Bush and Micah Smith have been the kings of this team so far. Bush is going to be in the back again. Dax Vaughn in front of him. And here we go. A crucial 3rd down here for the Patriots. And this one's going to be in the hands of Vaughn. Vaughn goes back, avoids the snap, chucks this one to his right, and that pass is intercepted by East Central. And a costly red zone turnover.
By number 58, Whitehead.
Intercepted by Southampton, a costly turnover there for East Central. My goodness.
Will take over 1st and 10 with 18 seconds left to go in the half.
That was number 58, Ashton Whitehead, with the big pick on the play.
Great high point there from 58. Is he the one that caught the touchdown pass earlier?
I believe so.
Man, he's having a great day. Don't know how much he gets to touch the football, but man, what a great pick there. High points it like he was made to play defensive back.
And a big defensive stop there from Southampton. Great play from Whitehead. With only 18 seconds left to go in the half. What a performance from the senior.
Can't let anything out on the edge here.
Here we go, 1st down. They're just going to clock it, let things run out. And what a half of football we've had.
Absolutely. You got big plays, you know, kind of early on, right here in the last 5 minutes, man, things opened up. And got a great competitive game here. Don't go anywhere.
Big things happening on the Sunshine State platform. 8-8 tie ball game. We got more football coming your way after the half right here on 8-Man Extreme.
Central Patriots 8,
Welcome back for the second half of the NHFA Division II National Championship game between the Southampton Raiders and the East Central Patriots. My name is Preston McElhaney alongside Travis Creasy. Man, what a first half we had. A very explosive run game on both sides of the football. Tell us more about it, Coach.
Yeah, it was great. Love the defense, love the tackling. Pretty solid up till like the last 5 minutes. Gave up some plays, special teams, some running up the middle, and then buckled down again. Had some great defensive plays, so ready for the second half.
Here we go. It'll be East Central kicking the ball off to start the half. This one's going to go way back. It'll go out of bounds. It looked like Ethan Webb was back there to return, but it will go out of bounds, and we'll draw the flag.
Yeah, not the way you want to start off the first or the second half if you're the Patriots, going to give up some ground or have a re-kick, one or the other.
The big illegal procedure penalty here to start off the half. I'm going to get you guys updated on the other game that's happening currently right now. Liberty Christian Heat and Coastal Hurricanes playing in the Division III Beach Bowl. What a game we got going on over there. Coastal leading 16-6 in that game.
Yeah, all kinds of football down here this weekend. It's been a great event. Hats off to those who put it on.
And here we go. It'll be first down for Southampton as they start things off in this half. Webb in the back now. He's going to move Arce once more. Fakes the pass there, and he's going to run up. He used Arce as a block. Fake the pitch, mind you. Short gain there.
Yeah, on that play, the defensive end on the far side from us on the camera was kicked out way out wide. Big, huge gap there in between him, trying to make sure they don't give up that edge.
We've been talking about Ethan Webb all game. He's had some explosive moments for this Southampton team. Good passer, good runner. He can return kicks good. He's a good defender. Jack of all trades here for the Raiders.
Yeah, you got some really good athletes in this football game, which is why they're here. Go back to that four-man front here.
Second down, about halfway to go. They're going to fake the pitch again. This time it's going to be Webb who tries to make up for some good yards.
They're picking up good gains, good yards, but there's always somebody there to bring them down just short of that first down. They bring that four-down lineman. There's that big gap, like I said a minute ago. They saw that. They're going to run right into it the very next play, coaching them up.
About a yard short on that run. It'll be third down now. Great run attempt there from Ethan Webb. Lots of hustle. He was shedding away the defenders in a strong fashion. Was really close to making the conversion there.
The old 3 yards and a cloud of dust we're seeing here from the Raiders, which makes sense, right? Raiders, 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
And that's been the story for them all season. The short gain plays, making big gain drives. And here we go. He gets yanked way back in his pull. That's Hunter Bell getting hit by Judah Bush to go back behind the initial line of scrimmage. My goodness.
There's that guy. He steps up there in that gap, comes through, almost unblocked, makes the play, drives him back. Good penetration there by the defense. There's those quick linemen, man. They just make you look rough from time to time. Hard to get your hands on them. They're slippery.
A big fourth down situation. Not at all where Southampton was hoping to start in this game for the second half.
See bully ball up the middle here like they did earlier.
They're just going to run it up the middle. Can they get it? I believe they did.
Yeah, up the middle.
And they got it. That's going to be a first down for the Raiders.
Just a straight up, hey, we're going to put as many bodies in between you and me and get a run and go. It's going to be hard to stop. That's one of those where you just, as a lineman, if you're outmatched as far as weight, you just drop down and try to make a pile.
What a hard running offense to stop. They play football almost like a lot of those teams from the 70s. Just pile everybody up in the middle, push forwards, get those first downs when you could get them.
That turnover right before half sets it up to where you can stick with your normal offense. And that's what we're seeing here from the Raiders.
Here we go. Arce goes in motion, cuts up the middle, and he's wide open. Lorenzo Arce, they're saying he dropped the pass, incomplete.
That's one where the defensive back just got caught looking in the backfield, or he thought he had some help over the top.
Flag down on the play.
There's a flag down near the offense.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there between the DB and the linebacker.
on the Patriots.
Big roughing the passer penalty there called on East Central.
Puts the ball down to the 39-yard line.
That makes it feel a little bit better that you missed a wide open guy on that one.
Moving the chain markers, they're going to be down at about the opposing 39 now as they get a fresh set of downs off the penalty.
Of course, you still don't like your quarterback taking that kind of abuse, especially late. You do get the flag, though, and gives you that first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10, a new set now for the Raiders. Webb in the back, let's see what he does. He circles Arce around, but instead pitches it to his left to Hunter Bell. Bell's trying to find daylight. Will he? And I think he went out of bounds right next to the goal line. Amazing run there from Hunter Bell.
Man, what hustle. They had the edge, got to it. They didn't give up on it, make them play another play. We saw where that worked for the Raiders before the half. Make them play another play, and they get an interception. So great play call, great design. Got the eyes in the backfield and squeaked that guy off the edge. Good run. Good effort to not give up the points.
Explosive play there from Hunter Bell. This is going to put him at about the 6-yard line, it seems.
That's where we saw him slip out that tight end a while ago. The opposite direction may go back to that.
And here we go. It's going to be Webb now. Webb runs up the middle. It'll be 2nd down now for Southampton.
And this is where it certainly favors if you got some big backs. And I think everybody that lines up in the backfield for the Raiders have good size to them. And then you throw in one of those guys that's wearing a 50 number in the backfield, and it gets even more difficult to bring those guys down. But you got to play low, try to tackle them below the hips.
Of course, he's talking about Ashton Whitehead, someone who's been known to play fullback a few times on this offense. If you want to talk about some of that old school football. He's lined up at tight end right now. And here we go. It's Webb. Webb's evades the tackler, goes down.
Man, good sure tackle there, getting penetration immediately, able to get him down around the legs and bring him down. That's how you tackle those guys.
3rd and goal now for the Patriots, struggling to make things happen in the red zone drive here.
You got those D linemen playing well, good eye discipline.
East Central playing a little gassed on defense, trying to do the best they can to make a goal line stand here. They're at the 1-yard line. Southampton lined up on this 3rd down. And Webb's going to charge up the middle. Do they stop him? I think they did, and that'll be 4th down for Southampton. What a play from this East Central defense.
Yeah, they tried to run that same 4th down play they ran earlier and picked it up. This time they were ready. We shoot the gap here. I don't know if that's number 3 or not. No, it's number 8, of course. Gets back there, makes a huge play as he's done all weekend long. Got to get that guy blocked.
The Patriots were ready for that. As you said, they've run that situational play a couple times. This time the defense was able to identify it and got the stop.
Huge play in this game, in this championship game right here. Little I formation.
They're going to go for it here on the big I formation.
Wow.
Turnover on downs. East Central will get the football in the goal line.
Once again, not falling for the eye candy, bumping that fullback out. I'm telling you, it would have made me look like, hey, it's going over there. They don't fall for it. Those D linemen doing what they're supposed to do. Hey, I'm playing what's in front of me, and that's exactly what they do for a huge play in this game. Champions rise up when they need to.
An aggressive call there from the Southampton offense. Doesn't go their way, so now the Patriots are going to have a chance to start moving things across the field. Of course, they're backed up at the 1-yard line. We're going to see what happens.
Defense could get something back here.
1st and 10 now for East Central.
Oh, wow. Somehow he bounces out of that, just keeps his legs running. You look up, and it's under 6 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter.
Short gain there, but positive yardage nonetheless.
Yeah, you just want to get off that goal line.
Trying to avoid the safety, just moving things a couple yards at a time, get him out of the deep red zone.
I like it. Hey, they're pushing out a few guys good size bigger than them down there, down low.
we go. It's East Central on 2nd down.
Oh.
And there's a flag on the play. It looked like somebody on the Southampton side jumped.
Was it enough? Now they're going to be false start, it looks like. Yeah, I'm going to march it back. At the distance. Man, almost completely wipes out that nice run to start the drive to get you out of that shadow of your own goal line or goal post.
Those false starts will kill you on big drives like this. East Central now backed up. See what they can do. They're going to hand it off to the big man. He's been known for his explosive plays, and he gets a solid gain there.
I don't know that I've seen the first guy bring him down by himself all weekend long. Just a hard runner, gets all of it back and a little bit more. And it's one of those things, like, you know where the ball's going for both these teams, but it doesn't matter because they just run so hard. Big play here. You want to get it out there. Even if the drive doesn't go the way you want it to, it'd be nice to be able to flip the field a little bit.
Looking for a big momentum swing here. It's 3rd down. At about the 10-yard line, he hands it off, and he runs into his own man. Got the whole defense after him. They're going to push him back, and that'll be a 4th down for East Central.
When you make number 3, you want to make him. It's exactly what you want to do. You want to make him kind of take a side step, not sure what to do, what he's seeing, and then you got a chance to bring him down. That's exactly what they do here. Another big 4th down here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, just something about these red zones. It's been so hard for both sides of the football.
It's really been impressive.
On both sides of the field, really. We've been seeing it a lot between the turnovers on offense, the struggle stops on defense in the beginning.
Pitch to Bush.
And here we go. It's Judah Bush. Big pitch. He moves the chains, hustling, trying to break the tackle, but he gets brought down by Bell.
Brought down by number 1.
Big run. Bounces it out, sees it, knows he's got to get a 1st down. You get the 1st down, then it's on. Whatever else on top of that's gravy. And he can give you a lot of running room there just on breaking tackles himself.
Hunter Bell with a big tackle there. It looked like Bush was trying to take off to the end zone, but he was able to get the hands around the hips and bring him down. 1st down for East Central.
Big play, but keeps it from breaking the big one.
Here we go, they're gonna hand it off again. If things work, why not try them again? Here we go, Bush is past the 50, he's going far, and he's brought down at the 30, and another big 1st down for East Central.
Yeah, you go from your own goal line to now in positive territory. It's a big boost, big momentum. We'll see if the Raiders can stand up here as they've done in the past. Good hustle to run him down and make that tackle. He is a load, not easy to bring down.
At the opposing 30-yard line now, the Patriots are going to try and move things forward. That was Nick Nelson on the previous play. They got the 1st down. Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Patriots. And they're going to hand this one off, and he runs to the left. It's Micah Smith trying to get past the defenders. He's got a blocker, runs into 2 guys, and he'll get a big 1st down for East Central.
We were talking at halftime, how many times does number 8 touch the ball and it not be a big play? Maybe some extra trickeration that was supposed to come there, but, you know, 8 with the ball in his hands does some big things as he's done all weekend long.
Yeah, it looked like Dax Vaughn was going to try and do a little run there for a second, but at the last minute they decided to give it over to Smith. And here we go, this time they hand it off. He runs up the middle, gets into the end zone, and that'll be a touchdown for East Central. This is East Central's first lead of the game in this one in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, just a simple give. He's behind, used to call it student body right. All the big boys in front lead him to the promised land. And, I mean, from the goal line, their own goal line, what a big, even overcoming a false start penalty.
From one end of the field to the other, an impressive offensive drive from East Central. Definitely got the momentum in their favor now as they lead 14-8 and look to go for the 2-point conversion here.
How about that stop by the Patriots defense leading to points? That's why you give it everything you got every play.
Great effort from both sides now. This time, it looked like they were going to pitch it, but he's going to find the edge. Gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is good. And East Central now leads 16-8.
Patriots. So it's 134.
Just a gut check, offensive drive there, gut check by the defense there on their own goal line, get the stop. And, man, what a momentum shift.
And what an explosive second half we've had thus far. More football to come here on 8-Man Extreme. Stay tuned for the break. Welcome back here to this big Division II championship game in Panama City Beach. We have a 16-8 score. East Central on top. 1:34 left in the third quarter. And Southampton now is going to have to get a chance to respond. Here we go on the kickoff. This one goes down center. It'll land in the hands of Ethan Webb, the star quarterback for this team. He gets past the 40 and goes down. A solid return for the Raiders.
Yeah, great response to the touchdown. Get a big gain. Kicking it to that guy, catches it on the run, and gets him in good field position to start this drive. And you can stick with your offense, right? We've still got a whole quarter, a minute and a half left in the third. You can stick with your offense. No reason to change what you're doing. It's working. Just got to cash it in.
And Southampton's offense has been so good in this game, but they got to the goal line on their last drive and was stopped on the goal line stand from East Central. Of course, we know that turned into a 100-yard drive and a touchdown for the Patriots. So Southampton now going to have to make up for that costly error in this one. And here we go. They're going to hand this one off to Hunter Bell. I thought they faked it there for a second. Hunter Bell goes nowhere. It'll be second down now for the Raiders.
Yeah, bring him in motion. They give it to him. And once again, I mean, some of these guys may not be playing in cold weather, but it's nice 72 down here in Florida. You kind of see that kind of starting to play in. These guys are showing them different looks, and the defense is just staying home, being disciplined.
Second down here for the Raiders. They have Webb in the back. Guys lined up to go deep. Battle these corners on the edge. We'll see what happens here. And a flag is thrown before the snap.
That's a delay of game.
It's another delay of game on Southampton. That's the second one we've seen in this game. That's going to move the Raiders backwards.
Yeah, that's just, man, that's back-breaking stuff right there. You need to answer. They were able to overcome it earlier. Sure, they'll be able to do it here. They have the ability to do that. Both these teams got good culture, you can tell just by the way they play so hard. But you don't want to make it more difficult on yourself than you have to.
We want to remind everybody of the Beach Bowl happening over in Division III. Coastal winning that game 16-6 against LCA in the second quarter.
Good football games today.
We return to this one now. It's Webb who throws a deep ball, and
there
that one's caught by Arce. Lorenzo Arce has got a man on him, and he goes down past the 20. Huge first down for Southampton.
Yeah, they've been trying to hit that one all day long. Perfect timing here to catch it. This is a big play. Flips the script a little bit. Ends the third quarter on a big play. Oh, he bobbled it. Reels it in.
And a big third quarter there. Southampton with a lot of momentum as we send this one to break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Panama City Beach. Big Division II National Championship game. And the fourth quarter starts now. Southampton with the football, 1st and 10, slowly approaching the goal line with hopes of tying this game up. And here we go. This one's going to get flipped over to Jake Holland. Holland runs to the right and goes out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down for the Raiders.
Yeah, a little, once again, eye candy, get all the motion going one way, give it back the other way, gets to the edge like they've been trying to do all game. He picks up half of what you need.
And with an offense that's so focused on getting the ball to Webb and Arce, it's not often you see Holland's name pointed out, and I think the defense is starting to kind of figure the team out a little bit, so now they're starting to get some new names out there.
Yeah, you're looking, one team has quite a bit of advantage on roster numbers. It's good to try to start getting somebody else some carries because, like I said, the Heat playing late into this ball game, playing Thursday night, those things are going to come into play the later we get in this game.
Here we go, 2nd down for the Raiders. It's Webb. He fakes the handoff, draws up the middle, tries to make the cut. Did he get the 1st down?
Gonna be close. Gonna bring
Appears he did,
down.
and it'll be 3rd down for the Raiders.
Yeah, I like that play call. Kicked out the guy on the end. Looked like he could have scored, but great tackle. Drops him short of the 1st.
Good run nonetheless. That's going to be a 3rd and short situation now for Southampton.
Patriots have been good at rising up in this situation all weekend long. See if they've got another one in them.
East Central had an amazing goal line stand earlier in the game. Could they try and force the out again? They're going to stand in motion this time, and a flag is thrown. Too early on that one.
So far, they've been able to overcome these penalties.
5-yard penalty.
And he's going to go back. That's Southampton there being called for the foul. Had him go out a little too early, and that's going to cost him on this big 3rd down.
Yeah, made even more costly with it being 3rd down, so you've got 2 downs to try to pick it up.
And the team with the lead surely happy about that. They're going to get a chance to stop them from converting, hold the lead, and potentially double up on offense.
And there's one thing both teams know, this is a 2-play opportunity. And so you want to get you don't have to get it all, but you need to get a big chunk here if you're the Raiders.
Here we go, East Central bringing some people in now.
At least
Alrighty now, 3rd down for Southampton. Big play here. He's going to roll left. This is number 1. This is Bell again. He goes down, and there's a flag on the play. And Bell's slow to get up after the tackle. 2 flags on the play. Lots of commotion on the field now following the injury. While they check on Bell, we'll see what the penalties are after the break. Stay tuned. You're watching this on 8-Man Extreme.
Penalty on the play was holding on the Raiders.
We're back here in Panama City Beach. That flag on the play was a holding penalty on Southampton, so it's going to push them back even further. We're going to see if they can try to make some magic happen. I know I say that a lot, but we've yet to see it really from this Southampton team. They're setting it up on 3rd and long. They only have 8 points. Been hard getting the ball into the end zone all game.
3rd and long, going to bring that guy in motion.
Here
Across
he goes.
the middle.
Webb throws it to Arce, and that pass is deflected. Pass deflected there by Nick Nelson. Great defensive play from the Patriots.
Dangerous throw.
Brings up 4th down and long.
Got to put that guy back in. Got to sub the quarterback out. Comes out fresh, trying to convert a 3rd and long. Real dangerous throw. Lucky to have that one fall to the ground.
And now, here you are. You have 9 minutes, 46 seconds. It's 4th down. You don't have the lead. This is going to be a very hard decision for the coaching staff to make. You either put them back deep off the punt or you go for it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be it may be a quick kick like we saw earlier, line them up and quick kick it, or, hey, let's just roll the dice, see what we got here. Same formation as last time. May try to hit that across the middle or maybe fake it.
We'll see what they do here. It's Webb in the back. They're going to pass the football. He's got a lot of pressure on him. Tries to roll around the break in the O-line. Throws that one to the right. And that pass is incomplete. Turnover on downs, and the Patriots have the football once more.
Yeah, you give them an opportunity to catch the ball, especially as dangerous as it looked. Immediately saw pressure, bails, and actually throws it, gives his guy a chance there in the end zone.
And a devastating drive there for Southampton. We'll see how this story concludes when we come back for the break. Stay tuned. We welcome you back from the short break now. 1st down for East Central. Team with the lead. Probably going to start playing some clock ball now. Just move the chains and try to get things rolling. They're going to hand it off, and it's going to be Judah Bush who runs to his left, tries to break free as Arce on the tackle, and he brings him down near the 50.
Man, that's some rumbling, stumbling. It's nice to have a back like that you can call on to come in a game with 10 minutes left and just run as hard as he ran in the first quarter. Of course, that's helped by having another back that can come in and spell him, and you can give it to the bell cow here in the final minutes of the 4th quarter and pick up chunk yardage like that.
And Judah Bush is such a strong running back. He's had some explosive plays all game that helped them get the 16 points that are up on the board. Another one there to move the chains. Great effort there from the running back. 1st down now for the Patriots.
That's really why you run that ball. Those big guys get to this point in the game.
Here we go. They're going to keep this one on the inside. He's going to run, get a short gain, goes down. 2nd down now for East Central.
Yeah, at this point in the game, you just need 3.5 yards per carry, and they're getting way more than that.
About a 5-yard gain.
Little old school ball there, keep away.
If you're Southampton's defense, you got to start asking, what can you do to prevent that? And the answer really is not much. They have such a powerful running game with Judah Bush and a powerful receiving game in Micah Smith. 2 players that have just been dominating the defensive front all game.
Yeah, you want to scoot those guys up close to the line, but then that also hurts you on the back end if they want to throw one deep. And they definitely have a target that can do that, number 8.
Here we go. They're going to hand this one off again. He's got wide open room on the right side of the field, past the 30, and is pushed out of bounds. That's going to be Chris Fitz that time with the carry.
Yeah, starting to get a lot of people involved in the offense here.
Finally knocked out of bounds by
You get that big run on the front end, start giving it to other folks.
Amazing play there from Chris Fritz. He was knocked out of bounds by Lorenzo Arce. A big gain.
Let everybody eat a little bit.
1st down now. This is exactly the type of thing the coaching staff for the Patriots wants to see. Got the lead, moving the chains, keeping the clock running, and maybe a potential score at the end of this drive. We'll see now. 1st down. They hand this one off to Bush again. He breaks the tackle, running free past the 10, heads for the goal line. Touchdown, East Central.
Breaks free down the left side for the Patriot touchdown.
Yeah, so you've been giving it to him all game long. It's not been super speedy out on the edge, but it's this plays like this you've set up all game long, letting that guy go through there and kind of punish the defense a little bit. And late in the ball game, you're going to get a play like that from a guy who runs that hard.
Judah Bush with a dominant performance in this game, puts up another group of 6 up for his team. East Central leading now 22-8 with 7 minutes to go. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion here to make it 24-8. Now they're going to go for the field goal instead. First time we've seen that all game. The PAT coming here.
It's going to make Spence really happy here.
after attempt.
The point after attempt now being kicked by McGowan. That one sails through the uprights, and the kick is good.
The point after is
The score is now 23-8 as we take this one to break. Stay tuned. You're watching on 8-Man Extreme.
left in the game.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter of this big Division II championship game. What a drive there from East Central to make it 23-8. And wow, what an explosive offense we have here. Coach, tell us what you're seeing from guys like Judah Bush down there.
Well, you start off, and that's why you run the ball, man. You just pick up 3 yards, then it's 5, then it's 7. Then by the fourth quarter, you have runs like that where you're just pinballing off of guys. People get tired of seeing you with that ball in your hand.
And here we go. It's going to be the kickoff heading back in the direction of Southampton, who have been struggling to find answers here in the second half. Looked like he almost muffed the punt there. It's going to be picked up by Jake Holland. Doesn't go out of bounds. Holland's going to try and find room. Can he beat the 2 up front? He makes a cut to his left and gets down at about the 50.
Yeah, we saw that the other night when the ball kind of bounces and it kind of gets off all kind of wompy-jawed, if I can use that good Southern term. It kind of throws off the blocking, throws off the coverage team, and it can result in a big return. Another reason why special teams used to keep me up late at night. It was nightmarish. So much space. He uses it there. Great job on that last guy. I think it might have actually been the kicker to turn him back inside where he's got more help, and they're able to get him on the ground. But a great opportunity here for the Raiders. 49, they've not given up. That's a credit to them. They're going to come out and keep playing hard.
There might be 7 minutes left of the game, but this one is far from over. Southampton trying to give themselves a chance to come back late in this one. Low snap to Webb. Webb fires deep. That one's wide open to Arce. Lorenzo Arce looking for the end zone, and he'll get it. Touchdown, Raiders.
It's all clear, all clear. It's a score, touchdown, gets behind the defense. The one thing you could not let happen, I didn't quite see where he came from. I guess he was lined up out wide. No reason he should get behind you. That's the one thing that can't happen, but he does, and he finishes the play. And so we see this, they have a guy like the Patriots have that you get in trouble, throw it up to him, let him go make a play, and that's what we see there.
And an explosive play. One-play drive from Southampton, the big first down, or the big touchdown, excuse me, from Lorenzo Arce. They're going for the 2-point conversion. Webb stepped back, and there's a flag thrown behind the offense, the offensive line.
Man, we've seen that in some big spots, unfortunately, for the Raiders. They've been able to overcome quite a few of them.
That's a 5-yard penalty, and they will repeat the try for the 2-point conversion.
Big 2-point here.
Big 2-point conversion opportunity, because if they get this one, score again, and get another one, big capitalization there for this team. If not, they're down by 2 scores.
A little under 7 minutes to play. Still a good bit to go. Great play call there to get in the end zone, but, man, followed up with another big play they got to make here.
Here we go. It looked like there was some movement there, and there's going to be a flag thrown. I believe that's going to be on East Central.
False start as we get some jets flying overhead.
We got a flyover here in Panama City Beach.
Veterans Day week, baby. Let's go.
I was thinking maybe a Southwest plane. I look up, and it's 2 fighter jets. Quite the sights here in the championship game. False start on Southampton is what they're calling it.
They probably saw that explosive pass just a minute ago and thought they needed to come check it out. Just getting more distance from that goal line. Maybe it's one of those situations where they're just telling coach, hey, we just need a little more room.
And here we go, a long two-point conversion for Webb. They're going to hand this one off. It's a double play there. Lorenzo Arce. Arce made the touchdown earlier.
Wow.
And he will get the two-point conversion. It's Lorenzo Arce doubling up on the play.
Just got enough of that block on the edge there to set up a huge two-point conversion. Love this stuff. Watch the block there by 21, just enough, and it's points.
We got an exciting one-score ball game here in Panama City. You don't want to miss how this one ends. Stay tuned here on 8-Man Extreme. Welcome back to this Division II championship game. 6 minutes, 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. We're set for a kickoff here from Southampton. It'll be East Central trying to recover the onside kick, and they will.
That could be trouble.
And he's going to get this one up the center. Great field position, and he's going to break free. And he's going to go all the way to the end zone, and it's a touchdown for East Central. Judah Bush on the return.
Huge play there for the Patriots. That can be trouble if you don't cover it. They're able to recover it easily and pick it up and do something with it, and that's what we see there if your guys aren't on the ball, literally.
That was Nick Nelson on the return, excuse me. What a crazy performance from the special teams unit there. My goodness, talk about taking the wind out of the sails of Southampton. Just when it gets to becoming a one-score ball game, the Patriots say, not in my house.
Huge answer. We've had tons of points here in the last 2 minutes. Going from explosion play to another big chunk play.
Looks like the Patriots will go for the two-point conversion.
Two-point conversion attempt here. Let's see what they do. They're going to roll right on a pass play, and that one's deflected. It'll be incomplete to make the score 29-16. Energetic football we got here in Panama City Beach. We will return after this short break. Stay
Back to receive.
turn into this game after the big explosive kick return from Nick Nelson and the failed two-point conversion for East Central. They still have the lead, 29-16. It's a two-score ball game here in this one. They're going to kick it back off to the Southampton side.
Yeah, that's exactly why I used to put my catcher, baseball catcher, on the hands team. Give him the green light.
Here goes Jake Holland on the return. Finds a blocker, but he ends up being smothered by 3 or 4 guys there. Lands at about the 28-yard line, and now the Raiders offense will take the field.
Brought down by number 7, Scroggins.
Big tackle there. Looked like he had a crease. Comes in, cleans it up, and it keeps them on their end of the field, pretty deep on their end of the field, with 6:27 left. Can they hit another big play?
They're going to spot it at the 29. We're going to see what the Raiders can make with this. 6 minutes, 27 seconds to go. Still not completely out of reach. Two-score ball game, however. Quite a deep trench they must dig themselves out of in this one. And here we go. It's going to be Ethan Webb who gets the football. He rolls right and slings it downfield. It was almost picked off, and there's a flag on the play. I believe that's for pass interference against East Central.
I just love these plays like this where you get it in the hands of somebody and let them throw it, give them a little space. Struggling maybe a little bit with the front line getting pressure, and it slows them down just enough to where you can get a pass off. And I believe you're correct. That's going to be a pass interference.
The big receiver, Ashton Whitehead, was the retended receiver, and he was all sorts of smothered up and hit the ground before the ball came forward. That'll be a nice automatic first down for the Raiders.
Trying to hit a big play, score quick, but you'll take the consolation prize of a pass interference.
Here we go now. It's 1st and 10 for the Raiders again.
Same formation, giving him max protection here in case it is a pass.
Webb in the back, drops back, slings this one to Arce, who makes the pass, or he makes the completion. First down, Southampton.
Yeah, you want to keep all those guys in, give him max time to throw the ball to find the guy open.
For a first
you know they're going to have that safety back, or they're going to be backed up at least at cornerback. It's going to give you some green grass to work with. Makes the completion.
Offense starting to lock in here. You can kind of see them coming alive late in this one. The clock is dwindling down. They're staying inbounds, not really going out. 5:54 and counting. Still down by 2 scores. Let's see what they do on this 1st and 10.
Under 6 minutes to go. I think we're going to see quite a bit of passing here.
Webb in the backfield
QB
again.
Maybe. Draw. He's going deep. Got a step.
And he's going to throw this one to Jake Holland. It sails overhead, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
A little bit of an overthrow there by Webb, but it does stop the clock, so maybe it was a blessing in disguise. We'll see how this one continues.
Yep, had a step on him, unable to make the connection there. But you like what you're seeing as far as being able to throw the ball. You've got guys open. You just got to make that connection happen.
Here we go now. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders.
Twins to both sides. A little less protection, but more options, more things you got to cover.
Here we go. It's going to be another pass play. Webb steps back,
There's the draw.
runs up the middle, and he's going to get brought down after the 1-yard gain.
Yeah, those become one-on-one, or you know, if you've got 3 down linemen versus 2 D linemen, quarterback's got to make a shift. Is a good play there by the defensive lineman there to keep him from gaining anything else. Be a 3rd and long.
A timeout called there, and we'll see how this one continues when we come back from the break here on 8-Man Extreme. Stay tuned. Here we go, 3rd down now for the Raiders.
Don't have to get it all here, but you want to get a good chunk.
Big moment here for Webb, who throws it, and that pass is complete, and he shakes off a man. It's Whitehead again, who's darting towards the end zone and will get in.
Man,
they haven't signaled for the touchdown. I think they said he was out at the 1.
Oh.
At the 1-yard line.
But a
Slips
huge
out.
play from Whitehead.
56 again. He's got hands, folks. You got to keep an eye on him. They're going to tackle him short. If you're the Patriots, that's not what you want, but you at least make them play another play. Don't give up the touchdown. Of course, I immediately said, hey, you don't have to get it all, and they just went about doing it. So there you go.
And a big play there that stops the clock. It looks like another, well, it looked like they were going to call a timeout. A big play there that stops the clock for Southampton. It looks like they're arguing the spot of the ball.
All right. Going to reset the clock here to 5:10.
Reset the clock to 5 minutes, 10 seconds.
And here we go, 1st and goal now for Southampton after the exploded play from Whitehead. And it's Webb who pitches it, and the ball is fumbled, and it's picked up, and he's going backwards. That's Holland, who is dropped back for a huge loss.
Tackled for a loss.
That is why that tackle, you don't give up on the play. That's why that tackle down there at the goal line, to keep them from getting there. Man, sometimes you get tricky. You got to call those plays, but sometimes they just don't go your way, and man, just disastrous. But they do hold on to the football.
Looked like East Central thought they had a fumble there, but they're saying that it was down before, so that'll still be Southampton ball. 2nd and goal from the 26-yard line. Backed up a good bit. We want to remind you guys of some of our big upcoming games here. D1 Victory Bowl coming up next at 2 p.m. The South Haven Patriots taking on the Tri-State Kings Crusaders. What a game we got going there. I'll be on the call for that one as Lorenzo Arce gets the completion, heads for the goal, and it's a touchdown for the Raiders.
And that was a great route run there. A nice little corner route. You see that one on the Madden game quite a bit. It's usually open just like that. Makes a great move. Had 2 defenders that he made miss, and they get it back. Man, just a great character of this team to keep fighting despite the negative play. They come back and get points.
You and those video games, Coach. 2 days ago was the Sega Genesis. Today it's Madden. You love making those references.
Oh, yeah. Well, it keeps me young.
Well, as long as they don't play like Blitz the League, we should be good here as they get here for the 2-point conversion attempt.
These teams keep battling, keep fighting.
Here we go, we got a man in motion. He's gonna throw to his left, and that pass is incomplete. The 2-point conversion is no good. 29-22 ball game. East Central still on top. We'll see how this one concludes when we come back. Stay tuned. Welcome back here to Panama City Beach as we start winding down this big Division II National Championship game. 3 minutes and 59 seconds to go. Southampton set to kick the ball off here to East Central.
Fighting hard for this Division II championship. Going to kick it right at the front man. He takes a knee.
Caught it midfield.
Looked like it was a squib kick attempt, but it lands right in the hands of a returner there, and East Central's going to get the ball back here, 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
Yeah, special teams has been an adventure today for both teams. They're just going to give up the field position there to make sure no big plays happen. We're under 4 minutes. 7-point ball game.
Their own 47-yard line, 1st and 10.
An absolute cinema here in Panama City Beach, just a couple miles north of the Emerald Coast, and we've been seeing lots of good football here as East Central looks to kill this one. Southampton jumps off sides there and gets the flag.
Looks like we may have started in the neutral zone there.
On the Raiders, 5-yard penalty.
It would be interesting to see the penalty yardage piling up for the Raiders here. We are under the 4 4-minute mark in this game. 7-point ball game. Can't ask for too much more. Both these teams playing their guts out. Well coached.
1st and 5 here for the Patriots. Going to run the ball and try and get that clock ticking. They're going to hand it off to Bush. Bush fighting away the defenders, still on his feet. He's got 2 guys trying to bring him down. Finally goes down at the 25-yard line, and a huge first down for the Patriots.
Yeah, we got tackling them high, and you get tired, you get late in the game, and your technique kind of starts to dwindle a little bit, and you go back to some bad habits, and we're tackling that guy high, and it's not going to end well if you try to do that with any of these skill guys for the Patriots.
An impressive run there. He's been doing that all afternoon, and one of the main reasons why his team has the lead right now. And this is going to be a big burst into the opposing side of the field. It's going to be 1st and 10 with just 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Clock's still ticking. And they're going to continue to just run it. They pitch this one back. He runs right on the jet sweep, gets a blocker, and falls down. That was Micah Smith on the carry that time. We're going to go ahead and send this one to a... It appears I thought we were going to send it over to a break following the play. We're going to keep the action going here on 8-Man Extreme. 2 minutes, 38 seconds, clock ticking.
Yeah, you see that way back deep. You're probably going to see a pitch out, a sweep. That's what they do, and they get just enough to pick up a few. But good pursuit there by the defense to get him down.
Thought Southampton had an injured player there for a second. He appears to be fine, so we're going to keep the broadcast going. 2nd down for the Patriots.
Start trying to get a turnover.
Ball snap, they hand this one off to Bush. Bush fights through, rolls to his right. Flag on the play as he makes it to the 20.
They're getting back to the running back. The problem is they're getting there and they got too high pad level. You're just not going to bring that guy down. Trying to tackle him up high. He's strong. Both these backs for the Patriots.
Call is holding on the Patriots.
Holding on the offense. It's going to back the Patriots up a little bit.
That puts the ball back to the 33-yard line.
Worse yet, going to stop the clock for a second.
Just a tad bit over 2 minutes left in this game.
They'll crank it back up, and that clock under 2, as mentioned.
1 score ball game here. East Central with the lead. They're going to try and run the clock out and win this game. They hand it off, keep it on the ground. He's going to make a man miss. This is number 47 for East Central. Cade Best on the carry that time.
Goes out of bounds. That's going to help the Raiders' cause, but you got to get the ball back. Need to be tearing at the ball. Get them in a 4th down here.
At the 19-yard line, where it brings up a 3rd down.
Ball spotted at the 19-yard line. 3rd down for the Patriots. Talking things over and making sure good decisions are made in a crucial moment like this. The last thing they need is the Raiders getting the ball back with this much time left.
Yeah, you want to stay away from those sidelines. Tackled inbounds.
Southampton still has 2 timeouts. This ball snapped. They hand it to Bush, who fights way past the yard to gain, and he gets a 1st down for the Patriots.
Man, that's some good hide and seek with the football there. I was lost on where that ball was, so good job on them. They're able to pick up the 1st down. The Raiders needing to stop. A couple of big plays, keep them from gaining anything. Going to try to get in a situation where they can save those timeouts a little bit longer. Of course, you'd love to have them on offense, but we're getting to that point where you need to start burning those if you can.
Here we go, 1st and 10. Clock still ticking. Southampton yet to call a timeout in this one. Likely saving it for the offense. They're going to pitch this one left to Micah Smith. Smith cuts up the middle and finds the end zone. Touchdown, East Central.
For a Patriot touchdown.
It's been that way both games I've watched. You start keying in on number 3, and then they sneak that guy number 8 out there, and he's a playmaker. Been quieter than usual if you can be quiet and have a kickoff return for a touchdown. but that's just the playmaker he was the other night, and makes the huge play here.
And that might have been the nail in the coffin for Southampton. They might have let that one go, and it might be too late. 45 seconds down by multiple scores and only 2 timeouts. We're going to see how they respond after this conversion attempt. Here we go. The PAT lined up for East Central.
After attempt by McGowan.
This is McGowan with the kick. It sails through the uprights, and that kick is good.
Good.
Now East Central leads 35-22 in this one.
East Central Patriots 35. Southampton Raiders 22.
This game has been a clock game for sure. Lots of ball staying on the ground, explosive plays from both sides. Of course, Ethan Webb has been one of the big players for Southampton, who's been helping his team the best he can. And then on the East Central side, you have the dangerous group of Nelson, Bush, and Smith. My goodness, what a trio they've proven themselves to be in this one. And the ground game has definitely been the story. Lots of clock running, but lots of scores as well. East Central has a 2-score lead, 36-22. 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now the Raiders are going to have to try and strategize a bit to keep themselves in the game with only 2 timeouts.
Yeah, Southampton's had a lot of things go their way, kind of a game that really they've been able to do what they wanted to do. These Patriots have just made a few more plays. They hurt themselves penalty-wise. They've been able to overcome it quite a bit. I don't foresee them stopping to play hard, though, as they got some time to work with. Not a lot, but they got some.
This kickoff goes deep, sails past the 20. It's going to get picked up by Southampton. They're going to try and make some guys miss.
Shoestring tackle.
And that was Webb that got about to the 38 that time.
36-yard line.
36, says the PA.
Seems like it's kind of been that way all day. Kind of a shoestring tackle keeps them from having the really big play when they need it from time to time. But like I said, both teams very well coached. Both teams played really hard. And it's been an exciting game, enjoyable to watch, see these teams play with differing styles, both having some success.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Hoping for a miracle here. It's Webb who throws a deep ball downfield. Incomplete. The pass was intended for Lorenzo Arce in double coverage. He doesn't get it.
Had an opportunity to catch it. We're seeing a lot of max protect here. Obviously going to have to throw the ball around. They're going to keep all those guys in and have 2 routes actually run so that he doesn't get sacked, keeps the pressure off of him, and he can make the best throw he can. Had a chance there. Not a terrible ball, but it was in double coverage as mentioned.
2nd and 10 here for the Raiders. 35 seconds to go. And the chance they have to win slowly dwindling down with each passing play. Again, hoping for a miracle. Let's see what the boys can do here.
Now watch this tight end here, maybe trying to slip out into the flat. Opposite flat here, you're going to get another false start.
Flags on the play prior to the snap.
Illegal procedure on the Raiders.
It'll be an illegal procedure called on Southampton, so now they're going to move back even further, and it's going to be 2nd and long.
Not that penalties ever come in at a good time, but, man, they have been costly today in the worst moments.
There have been some nasty penalties and some nasty turnovers that have hurt this Southampton team in a big way. We're going to see if they can make up for that stuff here. Here's Webb, runs up into the pocket, runs right, gets past a couple defenders, gets to about the 39 before he's shoved out of bounds.
About an 8-yard gain, brings up 3rd down.
Gets out of bounds, at least stops the clock for his team.
Lots of celebration happening from the East Central sideline.
Number 8 trots off the field.
An all-star presentation.
He's had a heck of a weekend, making big plays for his team when needed the most.
And it looks like that was number 9, Nathan Marsh, running down to the field. And that was Micah Smith, running down to the field, one of the several seniors on the team. That was his last game. He just came in. They're going to put it up to
in with a sweep.
Arce, who's going to try and evade most of the defense.
Brought
Cannot
down at
there.
midfield.
And
Picks
yes,
up the
what
first
a
down.
play. What a
Timeout
play,
call.
big first down. Timeout called as they move the chains. And what a game this young man, Micah Smith, has had as he returns to the sidelines. Heck of a performance there from the
Raiders' second
Patriots.
timeout.
And Southampton's got to figure out what they want to do when they come out of the huddle. With only 19 seconds to go, you have to get quick plays. You have to get one-play situations, essentially. Just get some bombs down into the end zone, get the onside kick, get the football back.
We've all things we've seen the Raiders do today, so we know they're capable of doing it. And so we see this. This is one of the great reasons that we have this event. It's really awesome. You see these seniors coming off the field, but you're also getting these young guys a lot of reps, a lot of extra reps. Excited to see where these guys go. I think at least one of these teams was here last year. I think they mentioned that in the interview. Great opportunity to show what you have. Represent your state.
And here we go. Ethan Webb in the back. Everybody lined up to go deep.
Keep an eye on that near tight end. Made some plays today. He's going to stay in
19
and
seconds
block.
to go. They screen this one over to number 7. He's going to try and get the first down, and he does. Gets pushed out of bounds. That was Jake Holland that time on the screen reception.
Down to the 30.
10 seconds left of the game.
With 10 seconds remaining.
Gets what he can. Extends the drive. Keeps hope alive. A few more seconds here. Guys are still battling as they have all game. Been really impressed by both these squads. Came here to win for sure and showing out. I guess you could say, well, obviously they came here to win, but you get some negative things happen to you. It's easy to get down, but these guys just keep battling, and that's a testament to the guys and the coaches.
Here we go, first down for Southampton. And it's Webb, he's dropped back, pressure comes. He throws this one to the
There's that
left,
tight
it
end.
sails over the head of Whitehead. And that pass is incomplete with 7 seconds left.
Well covered that time, just like it was in the end zone earlier. Unable to get it to him out there. 58's had a crazy game. It's been awesome to watch him play.
East Central getting lined up for the Gatorade bath. Looking to celebrate, only 7 seconds here. Daniel Smith hoping to celebrate with his team for the Patriots. Southampton now, second down. Probably 1 or 2 good plays left of this game. With Webb standing in the back. No, Webb in motion now. He doesn't get it. This one's going to be Arce instead. Arce runs right, gets the first down, goes out of bounds again, but with only 2 seconds left, I don't think much can be done here with the 2-score deficit. They want to at least try to put an exclamation point on this game.
Gets out to the edge on that run, gets out of bounds. But like you mentioned, 2 seconds left, 2 scores. You just want to finish well.
First and 10 on the 15-yard line, only 2 seconds left. Presumably the last play of the game. We're going to see what happens here.
Tremendous amount of effort by both teams all season long. Shout out to these coaches and volunteers and their hard work and all the support for both these teams to get them here today.
And here we go. It's Webb now. Time expires. He throws this one deep, and that pass is intercepted. And East Central is going to win the game. Send the carrier pigeons back to Jefferson County because the Patriots have won the national championship. We got some backflips going on at midfield. What a performance here from the Patriots.
Yep.
What a performance from both of these teams. We've had such a good game here today. Don't forget our game coming up at 2 o'clock. It's the Division I Victory Bowl between South Haven and Tri-State Kings. What a game we got going on there. And at the other field, we have the Division III National Championship at 2 between the Southern Christian Patriots and the Pack Panthers. Just to give you a little bit of update of what's happening over at the Beach Bowl, Coastal currently winning 22-18 over LCA in the third quarter. We'll be right back with the trophy presentation. Stay tuned after the break. You're watching this on 8-Man Extreme.
Mike St. Dennis will present the trophy to the 2025 Division II 8-Man National Champions, the East Central Homeschool Patriots. Congratulations.